Hello, Lolos, Dindanmex, Pro this time, and we got another game of League Ranked. Just giving you guys a heads up. Platinum 4 already. With the new account, took me about a week to get a plat. I've been taking it a little bit slower now since, well, kind of slower. Like I said, I'm plat 4 already, so maybe, I don't know, at this rate, maybe at the end of this coming week, I should be diamond. If it keeps going the way it's going. I keep winning 2, kind of losing 1 now, and then plat. So I haven't posted a game in a while because, like I said, I was kind of focused. I had an insane game with versus all plats as Garen. I was 15-0 and I think 11. It was just an insane game. Like I wanted to upload it, but since I felt that I was gaming real well, I just kept going. And obviously, I got to plat 4. So anyways, if you game with me or anything like that, you'll be able to know that there's a new build I had. I have to give up a shout out to Le Sun Eater who helped me out on this. He has his own channel. Check him out. He actually games with me every now and then. He made it a plat too, so congratulations, bro. But this build I got, I guess it's the Masters Garen that runs it, or Ranked 1 Garen runs this. And it's extremely powerful. I like it. I don't think it's the best I've seen, but it works very well. And this one, though, I'm not using it. This is okay. So I want you guys to understand that not always things work out perfectly. And in this one, I mean, it was just bad. I chose the wrong runes on this one, but they actually worked in my favor in this one, which I thought was pretty strange. This is the one that I used to go with a while back, and I do prefer this one. I'm not gonna lie, I prefer this one over all the other ones. But I've gotten better at CSing. I've gotten better map-wise using teleport. I've been using teleport, ladies and gentlemen, just because of the split push potential that this new Garen has. And I think Garen is one of those characters that can be used like a utility person, a utility tank, is what I want to say. That means that he can kind of go a little bit of everything. He can go split pushing, he can go team fighting, he can go, tank, he can go full out AD, assassin, So it just depends on how you want to use him or what the game calls for. And in this game, Mundo is actually not that very hard for Garen to beat, just because we're both melee, but my damage output is higher than his. His regeneration can get canceled with my ult, especially the damage output that I'd be making. So he just gets overwhelmed by Garen. Garen is a big old motherfucker. I mean, he'll if you build him correctly, he will beat almost any top laner. I believe any top laner, including a Teemo, which I tend to have problems with. And I think it just goes with the play style of person. But anyways, on this one, the reason I say I made a mistake is because the rune systems were for Rammus, which I had Aftershock, but somehow I didn't know this. It actually switches it over. If I guess your character can use it now, they have a new system to where it switches out your... Yeah, stay too close to that. It switches out your runes automatically, which I thought that was a cool little thing that they added on there, because I would have been fucked without the Grasp of the Undying. I said it once and I'll say it again. The Grasp on the Undying seems to work best. I was watching bot lane there. I was going to teleport, but I didn't. I'll say it once and I'll say it again. It was pretty interesting how Grasp of the Undying I feel is the best thing for Garen. Like Conquer just doesn't feel tough enough. It doesn't give him that ability to stay within the fights long enough. He dies too often. I don't think it's like pro caliber build on Garen to not have Grasp of the Undying. I think Grasp of the Undying fits him best, especially if he's going to win lane. Especially if he's just going to bulldoze down the opponent. Doesn't matter who they are. Grasp of the Undying seems to work the best. What I've noticed is that Triforce on Garen is actually fucking broke. So a lot of people dismiss the Triforce, but it just his Q ends up almost proccing it's like a crit. So plus speed, movement speed, uh, also seems to be very beneficial on Garen, even though he doesn't really have. I think it just makes up for the deficiency, the fact that he doesn't have movement speed. Um, and Gathering the Storm, that's the one that I'm not gonna lie, kind of tickles me a little bit because it kind of allows Garen to stay within the game, especially with his Q. And if you're talking about, if the game ends up going long, which normally Garen doesn't win long end games just because they can pop him or he just doesn't do enough output of damage. This is pretty funny what happens. So I'm trying to back, he's trying not to let me back. We're both level 6. Here he messes up. He's trying to hit me. There's a miss. Remember, every time Mundo misses, he loses health. It's another miss, but right here he messes up. He tries going in, he didn't notice that the minions were getting hit. So I actually allow him to hit me there. So I actually wanted him to hit him right there. Bam. 1-2, buckle his shoe. Really quick, I had that planned, by the way. If you did not see that coming, yeah, that means you haven't. Yeah, I kind of BM him a little bit. Yeah, you didn't. You weren't in the zone on that one. I don't know if you knew that was possible there, but that was possible. I was watching the damage go down shortly and steadily. I saw the opportunity as soon as it happened, and the healing factor takes a while in the very beginning to kick in, so just fucking owned his ass, It was beautiful. So this game we should have technically won anyways, and we do. They have a gold for jungler. So Mundo was PLAT. Mundo was PLAT 3, fucking owned the shit out of him. So what I've noticed is I'm actually very fucking good. I'm like very fucking good against PLAT 3s, PLAT 2s, PLAT 1s. I don't know why. Maybe it's because what I've normally noticed about higher end plats and diamonds is that they go for a build that is, if they're ahead, they will fuck you up. Like, they will snowball hard. But if they're behind, you get to snowball them hard. So it's a quick decision making. I get ahead, I win. You get ahead, you win, sort of scenario. But they're banking that you don't know how to do that, is the idea. So I'm doing the same thing every fucking game. If I get ahead, I win. If you get ahead, you win. But I'm usually very good at knowing how to defend. Depends on the character and depends on their team. If their team sends their jungler, then yeah, I'm screwed. But if I end up getting the first kill, I normally do very well. And I do end up doing this game actually fairly decent. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I did get it perfect, so. And this is in PLAT, okay? That's just say the type of caliber game that I had. And I actually made a lot of mistakes, but they made more mistakes than I did. You see that grasp of the Undying, man? Just the fact that he's able to stay within the lane, not having to worry about it. Plus, then you proc his stupid little, fucking minions cockblocking now. You proc his little, oh, you got a blue, I got a blue Drake too, so. Look at that. That is just insane. Like, Mundo has to poke you down and then try to go all in with his ult. So, if I just outweight him, stay behind my minions, kind of get a quick in and out grasp of the Undying, do as much as damage as possible, and then have him miss his cleaver, or not even just get hit by the cleaver anymore, he kind of becomes useless. Like, he doesn't really have too much of a kit. Maybe I found something new here with this Garen, but my Roman capabilities here were OP. Just because I had, like I said, I had the Ramus runes, and on those I end up putting, I think it's Celerity, I guess that it is, and the one that allows you to walk faster in the river. I don't like that one too much, but with the new meta, it's actually pretty important to be able to walk within the river extremely quickly, just because of the scuttle. He was trying to meet me there. I had a feeling he was trying to meet me to fight me in the middle. Steak that was 20 fajita. Grilled steak and onions, can't go wrong with that. Oh, there was water. So the rune system I have is Grasp of the Undying, Bone Plating, Conditioning, and Overgrowth. And then that Celerity thing, I think that's what it's called. And the Modder, I think that's what it's called too, because it allows you to walk through the river. Let me check out what it is. Celerity, Water Walking. Water, I don't know what the fuck I was saying. So that actually worked, which I thought was a little strange, because that normally is not the idea. So far the number one build for Garen, I researched it. The number one winning build for Garen is Grasp of the Undying, Bone Plating, the one that allows you to recover 4% of your health every time you're hit, and Overgrowth, and then Celerity, and forgot what the other one was called. Like, I literally forgot what the other one was called. I use it a lot too, I can't believe I forgot. It's the one that allows you to get AD as time goes on. I forget what it's called. Can't believe I'm fucking forgetting the names of this shit. I use them all the time. Yeah, so I go mid, I notice that tower's that's low, so I go and take it. I mean, I noticed that I can run or walk extremely fast in the river. Look at that. So, like, I'm like, fuck it, might as well use the river as my main source of connection from point A to point B. Even though it's not as safe, at least I'm able to move extremely quickly. There was also a jungle game. I should post that one up, actually, kind of think about it. Yeah, I was jungle Garen and, like, fucking destroyed the bronzes and silvers. I think there's only one gold in there. It was a normal game, though, but I should post it up anyways. Because a lot of people diss the idea of Garen jungle, and it actually works, especially if he goes AD instead of tank. But like, he can literally one-shot people. A lot's going on there. Nobody's doing anything. Thought I was gonna go that way. I don't know why he thought I was gonna go that way. So this is a very interesting fight here. He's a gold 4, so I guess he didn't notice. Oh, there was a war. That's how they knew. So remember, I walk faster in the water. Look at this. This is a very interesting fight here because look at that damage. Did you see that Q? That's what Triforce sounds like. The bird decided to stay, which I thought was weird. Look at that Q. Did you see that Q damage? Look at this Q. Just bam. I got the Qs that'll make you quake. And this guy decides to stay here. Here he had used ult too. And he has the mark. Look at this. Look at this Q, watch. BAM! Good God, man. That is just stupid sick. Like, that's just stupid, retarded sick. That's what Triforce, ladies and gents. His Q almost like looks like it crits. I max out Q on this one too. Now, the master tier Garen, or the #1 ranked tier Garen, he doesn't use a bone plate. So he's definitely a split pusher. Just what I noticed about that Garen is that he can't fight. Like he can't fight 2v1s or anything like that. This Garen can, and he can survive just because of bone plating. So bone plating actually ends up saving me a few times. So bone plating is actually pretty OP, especially when you're trading. And then overgrowth ends up helping out the bone plating even more because they're reducing percentage-wise. I mean, that extra 10 or 12, whatever amount it is, that it gives you an armor, it's a percentage off. Just if you were at 74 and then you get that one, now you have 75% reduction, that's a lot. I don't know why Vlad okay, so they were saying that Vlad was trolling on their team. He probably was. And this goes to show, ladies and gentlemen, that a team is a team, no matter whether you have a good or bad team. And usually fighting within the team ends up winning the game for us, whether it was correct or not. Look at that. I didn't even Q him. If I'd have Q'd him, that would have been a shit ton of damage. You see bone plating? That's just retarded. Well, obviously it's been over 10 minutes too, but it's bone plating, and then you add in overgrowth, and then you add in conditioning. Now remember, I have hell, so I took a look. 2 people were dead. We have to take down that turret. And I saw Vlad was still top. If I had demolition though, I think this might have gone way faster. Because I wouldn't be able to go in all ham. I think I Q it one time. Yeah, I'm like, fuck this, I'm leaving. And so here I leave back to go top of. I was thinking maybe I should have just stayed mid and finished that off. Especially when I saw what's his name die. To do well here. Look at that. One more hit. If I was there, I would have hit the kill. They fuck up Mundo. Look at that guy. I don't know what Vlad thinks he's doing, but yeah, that was pretty good heal. Bird is the word, man. Bird is the motherfucking word. Oh, Biscuit showing off. It's a good team fight there, boys. You guys fucked them up. Obviously, I get the free turret out of that. They see it. I don't get it. I don't get this turret yet. I survived though. You see that? You see the bone plating? Should have died. I'm just too fat. And then once I reach the river, I know I'm safe. There's no way he's able to catch up to me at that point. It is over. I'm trying to finish up my steer gauge. Yeah. Trying to finish my gauge. I got a little bit of movement speed. It kind of helps me out. They should have another little thing here that says the next rune system is what I've noticed that they don't have it. They don't tell you what runes are actually running. Yeah, you can see it doesn't show you. And we got 3 water drakes. Those drakes are freaking insanely powerful. Look at that. Restore 12% of missing health and mana 5 seconds of not damaged by champions within 8 seconds. Good God, that is a lot. I noticed that they're a bot, by the way. It always pays to know where they're at. This one pissed me off. What the fuck? Why did it hit me first? I didn't give a shit. I was taking down the stairs. I was tired of running away. And so here, I should have died, but I knew I had the Wolfie. That was just too much. What's this health regeneration? That's just retarded. Look at that. That is just retarded. It's like I practically have Warmogs on. Without having Warmogs on. Look at that. That's game, man. This is complete and utter destruction. So yeah, so even when you get wrong runes, you can make them work for yourself. Especially if you got a badass team like that. So it's always best not to int or get negative Nancy on it, or lose your cool on it. I'm trying to focus on the objective while they fight. Here's this guy made a mistake. I don't know why. I guess he thought everybody was going in. I'm over here helping the wave push up. We need more minion power. Look at that regen, man. That's stupid. Just walk through. Good. Walking through everything. Taking shit. Morgana killing people. I'm holding down the Mundo. Me taking the objective. Everybody's focused on the fight. I'm focused on the objective. And then that's game, boys. That's GG. Easy pie. Easy game. Just so simple. 4-0-1. The perfection in a PLAT motherfucking game, boys. Given that, yes, their jungler was a gold 4, so I don't know, maybe that made a huge difference. But I was versus a PLAT 3 Mundo. Destroyed his little ass. Our bot did well. Our jungler did well. But at the same time, I had the wrong runes, and I was like, fuck. I was like, I can't believe it. I was like, this is a ranked game. I want to get there already. So, just giving you guys a heads up. It never hurts to still try. I did well. And maybe I'm starting to think that maybe I should go back to demolition just so I can get first turret quicker, or maybe I should have different runes depending on different chance, because I've noticed that it depends on our team comp and their team comp on what type of Garen I should go as. There's some, Triforce Garen works very well, better than Black Cleaver. I've tried Black Cleaver. It's just too slow. It gives the opposition enough time to fuck you up. So Triforce Garen doesn't give them that time. That Q is just so fucking powerful. Look at that, 251 bonus 5. Good God, that is insane. That is insane. And it also gives you the cooldown reduction. It just doesn't give you as much health. And it doesn't give you as much attack damage. But the attack speed and the movement speed actually make up for that. So it's like a buffed up Black Cleaver practically. And they're like, well, you don't have any armor pen. You don't need any armor pen. Your spin already has armor pen. So technically having the spin plus the Black Cleaver is like a redundancy. You know, like it's kind of hard. I prefer the or the Trinity Force over the Black Cleaver if I have to start an AD item first. Not all champs start with AD items, but if I get ahead and I start with the Trinity Force, that's game. So, I mean, that's GG. There's no coming. They can't beat me. Usually, if I end up being extremely tanky, like in this game, things work out very well. Like I do better like that, and I'm starting to think that maybe I should build something that goes according to my playstyle instead of following somebody else's trend. Just because I do make a few mistakes as I'm playing, and I'm guessing the rune system maybe are supposed to be to make up for those mistakes you normally make, or grant you that strength on what your actual strength is. So Garen is unfortunately a tank first, fighter second. The way they've made him now kind of goes that way. So you tank him up on the rune system first, and then you add a little bit of, I guess attack on the second item. Usually it does very well. But what I've noticed is if you add on speed on his weakness on the second item, and you just focus that he's able to just survive, which technically Grasp of the Undying is an offensive tanky spell because it does do damage. Yeah, see, it steals health and then it does magic damage to them. I forgot what the percentage was. It doesn't say here. I need to get something where it tells me the runes. But it's just enough. It just does too much. As you can see, look at that Mundo 1-6-0. I was 4-0-1. Or Wolfie was 3-3-10, but he was doing well at ganking. Yeah, it was just overall a game that we ended up crushing. So RS was also definitely way better too. 10-2-6. Total 25 kills to 9, man. It always hurt. It's always good whenever you don't die. You don't give them any kills. So, anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Remember always to like, comment, subscribe, hit the little notification tab icon so you can get more content as soon as I pop it up. I'm trying to see if I can do a game a day so you guys can see how you can climb up. Like I said, I'm already Plat 4. A week ago, I was Silver 2. This is fucking insane, really, when you think about it. Or like almost 2 weeks ago, a week or two, I was Silver 2. So, Plat 4. So hopefully, I'm able to help you guys, move forward. I'm willing to analyze your games too. Maybe even post them up on YouTube so that people can see, hey, you know what? There's different things you can do so you can adjust to certain gameplays and scenarios. If you look at our bio, you're able to see, and not only me, you'd get analyzed by Plats and higher. So anyone that's a Plat can analyze your game. And it might not only be me. If it's me, I'll let you guys know. But it does come at a fee because obviously you're taking a little bit of my time, so I can go ahead and help you out. But I'm willing to do that. I am trying to go into the professional gamer part, so obviously analyzing games is actually very effective for me. And helping out as many people as I can, obviously that helps out. I want to become a YouTuber too, so hand in hand they work together. Hey, anyways, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. I do have a donations tab icon. Yeah, finally. So you can go ahead and hit that little donation tab, donate anytime you see the games if you like it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Anyways, good fight.